Hey guys, I hope you are making money as usual. So I've been going through a lot lately with FTMO. I got my first payout denied of the year. It's actually a $4,400 payout. So you guys know that I have a 200k live account with FTMO, and I made a video when I was passing my phase 1, phase 2, and I even got my first payout with them. I think I haven't made a video about, but yeah. So my second payout now, I made about $5,800 or $5,600 profit, and then I was meant to get $4,400 payout. And then when I requested a payout, it took longer than expected. It took 3 days instead of 2 days, and I had to reach out to them why it was taking longer. So I got an email from them saying that I've risked more than 2% on a setup, and for that the payout is denied, and they'll give me another account so I can trade, and I should make sure I risk less than 1% on a setup. And when I make my video for you guys, you always know that I risk about 1% to 1.5% depending on the stage of the account, but on the live account mostly I risk 1%, which is actually normal for FTMO. But what happened is I didn't even risk 2%. I had 1% risk on a setup, and I have another 1% risk on another setup, and then I had about maybe 0.2% on another setup. And then when price came and hit my stop loss, it took me out on the 3 setup, and then there they were like, okay, that is a 2.2% loss, and for that we are not giving you a payout. It's actually really painful because I've worked hard to make that profit, and I was waiting for the money, and the money I never received it. But I mean, it's fine. It happens. Maybe is their rules and I have to follow. But for that, as I said, they gave me another account, and that account currently I made $1,600, I think. So I took 2 setup today. One was a loss 0.5%, and I took another setup, and I'm now up 1.6k profit. And if you try to see 1.6k profit on a 200k account, is not a lot of money. It's not even up to 1% profit, but I'm just gonna wait for a payout to make sure that I'm actually gonna get paid. So this video, I'm going to break down exactly how I've taken those 2 setups. I'm going to break down the loss as well as the win, so it will allow you guys to know exactly how you can handle when you are trading a live account, how you can make money on the live account. So this was the trade I've taken. I did not hold this much. I held it to somewhere here. Yeah, so this is my TP, and let me explain exactly how I got it. So basically I was waiting for this liquidity for price to take before it gives me the buy setup, and when I come, this is the setup before. This is when I was waiting for my setup, and then this after. So when price came and took my liquidity, I was just looking for a reason to enter, and my first entry was actually really dumb, and let me explain why. So basically price came, it took the liquidity here, right? You can see this. Let me remove this. Yeah, so price took the liquidity. So if I really want to buy this thing, I would want to see at least like a breakout structure to the upside, and then a pullback here, and then a buy setup. But price did not do that. It came, it reacted from this zone here, and then it gave a sell. So from here I was like, well, let me just go long. So I did not follow my trading plan in this way because there was no reason for me to just buy from here without any change of character. I hope that makes sense. So there was no reason, like no confirmation entry for a buy. I bought it anyway because price took my liquidity, and I just expected price to go higher. So that was a well-deserved stop loss. I'm not even mad. I'm mad that I did not follow my trading plan, okay? But the market was right to take me out. And then the second setup that I took, even the second one was a bit risky because price came and took this low, right? And then when I saw this thing happening, this thing I've been using since 2022 is what I call by an accumulation schematic. So there was this sort of accumulation schematic happening, and on my MT5 this wasn't equal lows. You can see it looks like equal lows, but on my phone it wasn't like equal lows. And then when I saw this thing happening, I'm like, well, this thing is eventually gonna go long, and I had my buy there, and my TP was just to make little profit and recover the loss I had. So I had a 0.5% loss here, and I had another 0.5% risk on this one. So everything's up to 1%. So I know that 1% on these 2 setup is actually okay because they're telling me to not risk too much. So I think that would be okay, I guess. So my TP, what was I targeting as TP? The reason why I was even buying is because of all of this liquidity here. So because of those liquidity, I was just waiting for price to come take the liquidity, and that was my TP. So my TP was pretty much somewhere there. And when I come on a phone here, you can see that that is exactly my entry and my stop loss, or my TP. You can see that's exactly. So yeah, I closed it pretty much somewhere there. So that was the setup I've taken with FTMO, and I made my profit despite I got a payout denied. And this is my very first payout denied with FTMO, and very first payout denied in 2025. And I really hope that that is the last payout denied I'm gonna get, because it really hurts me. I mean, I was counting on that money to do a lot of things. So I think that would be pretty much it for this video. If there's anything else, I'm gonna wait for the payout. It's gonna be in February. So when I get the payout, and then if the payout is approved, then I'm gonna be really happy. If the payout is approved and I get the account and I make a huge payout, then I'm gonna give you guys a free account for watching this video. So if you watch the video till the end here, wish me the best to make over $5,000 in payout after this payout, and I'm gonna give you a free account to any of you. So hope you guys the best. Bye bye. And if you like this sort of content, make sure to subscribe, and see you guys on the next one.